Hi, back again. We stopped. So last time we did that. So we have first to join here, complete this railing there. So we try that. Good, join. Okay. Now we have to unwrap that. In this case, that are all cubed in principle, so we can simply mark them all, mark seam directly. Then we have to apply object rotation scale, set the origin to geometry, give them material new. We call it railing red. We give them a principal shader. Here we have the color, here we have the pipette. When we go with the pipette to a color, then you got it there. And you see it's not the same one, so we have to lighten it up a little and go deeper in the color, so that is more this style. Sure, it has in the moment no texture, nothing at all, but it is the start of it. We must give them a roughness, a high roughness, because that is no glossy thing there. Good. Then we have here the stone materials. So we take that we have here on the one and on the others too, for sure. So we first need here the wood itself, so plus wood 1 and 2 okay, wood 1, and we need here this stone socket. So at first I make the stone socket there. So take principal shader, give here image texture, open our texture folder. Wow, that was the wrong one. So we have it here, and that should be our wooden material. So we take that. Ooh, we would do the stone, so sorry. So we take the stone material for sure. And the stone material is, I must look where I have it. This one, this gray something there. That needs a high roughness too, so we give them high roughness. And we place it on the object, so control plus, and then we have it complete. And stone socket, we have it placed there, but that isn't unwrapped, so we have to unwrap. Here we can make it as before. We can take all and mark seam. Only thing we don't need is that here. Only need it on one side, so we clear seam the rest there. Good. So it is mark seamed. We need here our windows, the node editor. Make a new window open and give them UV image editor. Here you can close with N. So we have that here. That is our stone socket material here. And we need here input a texture coordinate, that's the UV, and we need a mapping for moving the texture on the UV. So we connect it, but we made it 1,000 times, so you know how that works. And then we have to apply rotation scale and simply unwrap cube projection. Yeah, not so easy word, yeah. projection. Good. Yeah, and this must be smaller for sure. So that is exactly what we want, and that we have to do with all the other two. And we must give here the wooden material too, so they need the same. They need the mapping, they need the texture coordinates, so Control C, copy that, go to the wooden material, Control V to plug in. Then we have to change here to the principal shader and say it should use a texture, and this texture come from our texture folder, and there we have this wooden material. So at first we have that, we connect now our copied nodes, and we have that, and we see that goes the wrong direction there. So we have to do at first to look at the wooden texture, and that is our things where that should go on. But when we select only the wood, so we have that, and when we scale that then up, then you see what comes here on this holder, and that is more the style we like. I think we can go a little bit smaller. Yeah, that for me looks good. We can rotate it, so rotate 90. Then we have the correct style. Here you can make it that it floats with. So when you get this one incomplete, and you simply rotate that, you will find the direction where it floats, and then you have the correct floating. Here you have to do the same then, L overall, so you get this whole thing. Then simply rotate in the UV image editor, and then you have the correct one done. That we have to do with all these little sweetie things there. And they are all different. That is the problem. But I tried. I take that away. Shift D. No, not Shift D. X delete. We take Alt D because they should be changed when the original change. So rotate set. Bring it more into onto. You know what I mean. Yeah. A bit more in. Good. That we have. Then we bring one to this side and to this side, but I don't think that works. So we make first that here. That is the same. Mark all and mark seam, and give them an cube projection. But before, you must apply the rotation scale of it. So we have that, and then we get these two materials from the other one, this stone thing and the other one. So that means we take here the wood, and we take plus and take here the stone socket. And you see the wood is glossy. That isn't good. So we give them here a high roughness. And it has no 3D effect in a moment. That we make later. Good, we have that one. We only must clear here what is what. So we select only that one. and give them the stone socket material. So click on and design. And here we have to turn that completely, rotate 90. And here we have to turn other way to get in float. Yeah. Good. We done that, so we can delete that one here and simply Shift D, bring one there. Then we can delete that one there, Shift D, place one there. Sure, normally you can make 2 or 3 different ones so that don't look so similar, but I don't make it, so it's on you if you want to make it. I delete that here and bring Shift D this one to that point and rotate it, rotate set, and bring it into. A little bit more. Yeah, it's good. Then we had that one. X to delete, Shift D to copy that, bring it there, rotate set, and plug it under. So that is fine. Same we do here. Don't wonder that don't fits perfectly, but it's only a textured thing that plugged anywhere. You never will see that later. Good. On the other side we have this guys too, so we can delete that one and Shift D, bring the other one there. That means we only have to rotate set to that there. Then we take local axis so we can control that better, and that one was there, I think. Then we can delete that one, Shift D, copy and bring that there. Then we can delete that one, X, and Shift D, Control D. Oh, we had made Alt D, but okay. So it's live. So we move that to the second layer. Good, we have done that. Here in the middle we have other ones, and I see where there is some. We delete that. And here in the middle we must make one correctly. There are some errors. Yeah, we will see it. So here we have to do the same as before. We mark that all seam and object apply rotation scale and UQ projection, and give them the 2 materials there, that is plus and first is the wood plus, second is the stone socket. Then we go there and mark the stone socket and say assign. Then we take the middle part there and rotate 90 degrees. Then we take the side panels there and give them a rotation to floating. Yeah, the other one too. It's sometimes heavy to see what is right, what is wrong there, but you will see it as longer you do that. Good. Then we can delete that one. So we go back to global axis and copy the middle part and bring that here in the middle. It should go on the ceiling wooden stuff there. So file, save. Then we have a bottom and we scale them set that is only wooden stuff. So little box there, and yeah, you see the rest is a little bit over them, so we have to go then deeper. Good. Now this bottom there, we only mark the outlines, but in this case we can mark all like it is here, and then we deactivate what we don't want. So here edges, circle selection, and deactivate that, so we have only the rest there, and that is okay. So mark seam and done. Good. Now we have to apply the rotation scale of it. Then we make it here from view, so we take all and do from view, projection from view, and here we want to take another material, we call it bottom, and take here principal shader and give here Control V to plug in our rest there, and we say it should be an image that we use there, connect vector with vector, and now we look for a good texture for that. File, save. When you look at the original, you will see that are wooden planks there. So I watched my texture folder and I thought, that's all from texture.com, so you can use it there. I thought this one can be good or that one, but I think that one is better. So we can take that, I copy that in our texture folder there, copy the input, so we can use it now. So we go here to open up and our texture folder, and there is our new bottom there, and you see that it's in the wrong direction, so simply rotate 90 degrees and it is in the right direction. That was it. Only make their high reference in. Good. That was that. So now we have here a wall. Let's look, that is simply beton there. So take that here, mark that all, mark seam, then apply rotation scale, and we take a cube projection unwrap, new, call it wall 1, give them the principal shader, say it is an image, Control V, plug in mapping and coordinates. We open up texture folder and say something with beton. I think that one can work. Yeah, but it's a little bit too big there, so we go here, make it smaller. Maybe it's good, I think. Maybe a little bit less, but I let it like it is. Good. File, save. And when you look this chair and this table there, when you look here, I don't know what it is. There is no wooden material, maybe it is plastic or something, and it looks real awful. So I don't want to use that style there, so I thought, what can we do else? I think when we make them with chrome material, this table is completely chrome, and the seats with chrome and this wooden material here. That will look fine, I think, so I made it this way. Good. So we go to file, save as new version number there, so that's 3. Then we go to our place where we placed the chair and rest. That is layer 3 in this case. That is the table that we want to make with chrome, so new, and give name chrome table. Chrome must be a principal shader, but then you must say metallic should be 1. Then you see here that is now a mirror in principle, so we need there another roughness so that it gets a little bit roughness there. And at the top I will take a texture, so to make new and call it tabletop. And I looked in my texture folder, you can see it on texture.com. There is some metal that here, and I think that looks fine for the top there. So I copy that in my texture folder and use that on the top. So tabletop, we take here principal shader, we take metallic 1, we get here an image, and controls V to plug in the mapping and coordinates. We open up the texture, that's here, and in this case we take here the top face only and say here from view and say tabletop should be placed there. That is too big, so we make that smaller, and that should look good. When the light real falls down there in the correct way, you will see that looks good. We make their roughness on, and then that will look good with the right light on it. When you make it here in a fast render, we have not here the real light for that, but normally that looks real good. Good, but we have the table made. Only thing we can do is make here this out parts here black. So we go back in third layer. You only can change it on the original, because at the layer 1 that are all instances of the original, so that you can't change. You can't change only the original. So we make here a new material and call it black gummy. Black gummy. And that can be a diffuse black, that is okay. And that we give here this parts. So Control plus to select that, and black gummy that we make with all. So yeah, that looks a little bit more interesting. We can make that black too. So that looks maybe fine. A little bit more there. And scale up and bring it to the side. Yes. Good. The table is done. And we go to the fourth layer, that is chair. File, save. Here we can take the same material as chrome, and we need here a wooden material, so we make here plus and give them here the Chrome table material plus and say chair wood, not Robin Hood chair wood, but chair wood, and principal shader and say here image and Control V in a no editor to place that in and give them that wood texture there. There's that here, and that should be it. It should have a high roughness. Good, and we must say what is what, and that means with L we select the panels there. Only that should be wood. The rest is Chrome. So we have that, and we will make texture on that, so we have to mark seam that, and we have to unwrap that, so we take here cube projection, and then we assign the chair wood to it, and you see it's wrong turned and it is not the right size for that. So we rotate 90 degrees to get it in this and scale it up that it fits like it should. And you see there are difference, that is other turned than the rest there. So we take that ones here and rotate 90, so that is correct now. And we see here that is wrong turned, so we have to rotate them singular. And look from the other side, there is the same. So we rotate 90 there too, and that looks then fine. So we have done, oh, we see the Chrome comes here through the panel there. That's bad, so we take the whole panel and bring a little in front. Good, we done our nice looking chair there. Wow, cool words. So, and we now have them here. We build there a couple with them, so we bring them to the table and made 4 seats on one table. So we have that, then Shift D simply bring it to the side, rotate set 180 degrees to rotate it, bring it down under, get this both, Shift D and rotate set 90, and we have a table with 4 seats. Then we get that all and simply Shift D, make a copy, and you can place it into our cafe there, or coffee shop. So we make set, that we see that better, and we go to top view, and then we scale it down that we can place it better there. Then we make a copy, Shift D, and place it there too, Shift D, place it there too, one in the middle and one to the front. So we have now many seats there in the cafe, but we see they are not deep enough. That is a real problem that we had better made before. The right high, but now it's too late, so we have to do it manually. Yeah, that is when you don't work with a real plan like a pro. But Eagle, I have time. Problem is when you have instances you can't join them together, only the original you can join, but not the instances. Maybe you can make there not append. Oh, I must look. I'll tell it later. Good. We have done the chairs and the rest there, and there are this top wooden stuff there that we have to make, and here this other stuff there. So we make the rooftop. So we have there this wooden style there. So we give them simply the mark seam that we made for the other two, and give them here object apply rotation scale, then U cube unwrap, and we give them the same material as there, that is wood 1. So we give them here wood 1, and see, that looks good. The same we make with the other wooden style there. There is that, and that. Same as before. Mark all, mark seam, and give them an unwrap, cube projection, and the wood material. Wood 1. Oh, we must make it 1 for 1 because we don't have joined them. Okay, so again, mark seam, and take the wood material, and we need to unwrap cube project. That is a bad one. I must look later. There's something going wrong there. Mark theme, wood, and unwrap cube projection. That is too titled. So we make maybe a normal unwrap. Yeah, and rotate that simply 90 degrees, and that looks better. So mark seam, and take here wood 1, and we take here normally unwrap and rotate 90. Same we make with the other both. So normal unwrap and rotate 90. So that was it for that. File, save. We bring that here out of view. So we simply bring it a little up, and it is good. So yeah, they sell their coffee and bread and some drinks and such. It's a coffee shop there. So file, save as, give them new version number, in this case 4. And when we look at the original, you will see that on the roof is some grass growing. So we get grass on there. That means we take the top part and take the top faces and extrude scale them, and then extrude it to set, so we go deeper. Then we see here there's something rested that we can delete now. Delete the edges, then we have only that left. Good. So now we have to texture that also. So that means we take here the outline from the top, inner part, and mark seam them. That is good. Then the outline, complete, mark seam. That is okay too. Then we have to apply the rotation scale of it. we need the grass material, so we call it grass. We need a second one, we call it roof steel. Roof F. So then we give them here this principal shader, Control V to plug in, then the image, connect it, then the same with the grass there. So principal, image, Control V, mapping and vector. So the grass. So we go to texture folder. You can get it from texture.com. Oh, sure. So I take here the grass. I think that can be it. That looks like it. Or that. But I think more that. Yeah, I take that. Copy. And bring it to our texture folder. Input. And done. Yeah, it's there. So we can get back and grass, say open the image texture and say that should be our grass there, and we must say where should it be. So we select here the 4 faces, look from the top and say from view, and then we have the grass on it. You can make it a little bit smaller, I think. So it's like that. That is good. The rest here is roof steel. So we have to open there a texture too. And we have some steel texture here. I know that is here steel. So we take that steel there and make it rough. And that we have all select here the 4, and we want the rest, not this one, we want the other ones. So we invert the select. The selection inverse, and it takes the other one. And then we can assign, and that is then the steel one. So we make there simply a smart UV projection. And then you see we have the steel one there. Good, that we have 2. File, save. Now we have to make there only the, we call it gastro. That is what they sell there, and bread and coffee and such more, and you need a fridge and so on, and that we must plug in there. So you're you must do what I done before. That is, you must search some pictures of shops and what they sell there. You can buy such pictures on different platforms in the internet, and I done that. I must look where I have that. That here, that's what we need. Coffee machine, some glasses, some cakes, and the stuff there, and some drinks, and that are textures only, and they we put on, and then that looks like here, selling all this stuff there, and then we are ready with the cafe there. But we not now done it, so I say bye, and we make that in the next tutorial. So thanks a lot, bye.